Hello, you lovely lot out there. Hopefully my sound is a lot better than my other phone, which needs dumping, really. But anyway, that's the old Core, of course, 30 something for Samsung I've got there. Only useful for pictures these days. But this one is a lot better, Samsung A12, which has lasted a long time, including, of course, pictures and videos and sound as well. But, you know, these things do wear out eventually. But, yeah, that's another thing altogether. Let's push that aside now and talk about this main video here. I want you to actually, tell us in the comments, of course, when this paragraph that I'm going to read to you in just a moment or so. So stand by if you want to listen to this and see how to last you long without falling asleep and that kind of thing. You may want to relax, and we won't knock you unconscious or anything like that. And we won't go into any hypnosis kind of style, but it is very similar in the way that I'm talking my voice. Hopefully it'll go with you to relax you. The aim is to relax you, but of course in a calm kind of way as well. So let us know when I've read it all what you have felt, whether you felt okay or, spaced out or some other feeling. Because you could well be an atheist watching this, or you could be a non-believer, or you could be a believer. So any of those, you could be another religion we don't know about as well. So, yeah, I just want to welcome you to this video here. And, of course, we're doing a video rather than doing just broadcasts live, which we occasionally do on the channel, of the UCB word for today, which is basically United Christian Broadcasters, which is a radio station very, very similar to Premier Christians Radio, which is kind of like a religious kind of feel relations. Not relations, what am I talking about? No, it's not that. It's a religious feel to both of those radio stations, and they're both well worth checking out. So it is the autumn 2023, August, September, October, UCB word for today, written by Bob and Debbie Gass. And of course, yes, I should have a bit of rehearsal about this. So yeah, hopefully I'll find the main bit, which I have now found. I'm quite organised in this video here so far, whether you're watching in the morning, just waking up in the morning, or of course lunchtime, afternoon, and of course getting on to evening and bedtime. Hopefully you won't fall asleep by the end of this. But let us know your comments, see how far you can go without, of course, falling asleep. And of course it would be an amazing achievement if you was to stay on to this video and tell us what you think afterwards. Okay, so I'll try and read this as best as I can to my best ability. If I have to edit, I will edit, but of course, hopefully I'll do this without making one bit of a mistake, as if I'm doing it live. So the subject is all you need to know. It comes from Wednesday the 23rd of August 2023. You may be seeing pictures as I go along to these words, by the way. Be still and know that I am God. The subject is all you need to know. Psalm 46/10 NIV. If Job had a weakness, it was his tongue. He talked excessively. Not that you could blame him. After being hit by calamity, there wasn't a wall standing in his house or a loved one living. And his wife, empathetic soul that she was, told him to curse God and die. Job 2/9 KJV. Then these four friends, with the beside manner of drill sergeants, told him that he probably brought all this trouble on himself. We're 37 chapters into the book of Job before God speaks a word. Chapter 38 begins. Then the Lord answered Job. KJV. And after God got through speaking, Job said, I'm not worthy. I cannot answer you anything. So I will put my hand over my mouth. 40/4 NCV. Notice, before he heard from God, Job couldn't talk enough. But after he heard from him, he couldn't talk at all. The only thing Job got right was, though he slay me, yet I will trust him. 13/15 NKJV. Sometimes the best way to handle your problem is to trust and not talk. Submit and not speak. Job didn't know that at the time, but God's plan was to give him twice as much in the end as he had lost. And it happened when he stopped focusing on his own problems and started praying for his friends. See 42/10. So be still, be open and willing. God is still on the throne. He is control in every detail of your life, even in the worst of circumstances. He has your best interest of heart. The Lord will vindicate me. Psalm 138/8 NIV. That's all you need to know. Okay, hopefully you got all that, ladies and gentlemen, before my glasses nearly fell off there. Of course, it was just going on the way there, I had to say that. So let us know your thoughts, how you felt during that. Of course, very similar, not quite, but very similar to the world-leading hypnosis of Paul McKenna in the kind of style that I was actually trying to do by relaxing you lot out there. That was the aim of that process there. And how did it make you feel? Did it make you feel a little better than before you heard it? Or did you did you feel a different atmosphere? Did you feel, of course, as if it took you on another level? We want to know here on the comments what you felt after the paragraph that I just read. It's interesting to know from people. Please don't be shy by not leaving a comment, because I want to know to improve myself for next time. I tried to read that as best as I could, as live as I could as well, without too much editing. And of course I had to rehearse it several times to get it actually right. So what it's saying to me on that level, especially towards the end, of course, God is still on the throne. He is in control, of course, of every detail of your life, which basically means even in the worst situations and the worst of circumstances, he has your best interest at heart, which is basically saying towards the end of that. Okay? And sometimes the best way to handle a problem is to trust and not talk, to submit and not speak. Job didn't know that at the time, but God's plan was to give him twice as much in the end as he had lost. So yeah, it happened when he stopped focusing on his own problems and started praying for his friends. So it is very interesting the way that, of course, the phrase works on that one. So it's basically, God is like a boss to me. You either listen to him or you don't. If you choose not to listen to him, possibly the worst could happen. But, of course, we mustn't forget. I don't want to preach to anyone. We mustn't forget that God is still around us here. I don't want to preach to anyone whatsoever. Make up your own mind what you will. But we mustn't forget that God is around us at all times, helping you in certain circumstances when you get into trouble. But I don't know too much about it, but I gather from what it actually states at the end here, the message that I got in that paragraph is saying that, of course, he will help you according to what he's saying there, in the worst circumstances. And even me talking about it now, I've even learnt a bit just by reading that. How fascinating is that? So thank you very much for listening to this video on that UCB Word for Today paragraph, which came from Wednesday, the 23rd of August, 2023. I'm recording from Saturday, the 12th of August, 2023. Quack, quack with you here. Yes, that's a huge smile on quack, quack there. But I won't be using that for the Events and Places show, which is currently up and running at the moment. Unless, of course, you're watching in the future, which could have changed by then. It could have ran out of series, that kind of thing. But, yeah, never mind all that for now. But, of course, thank you very much for watching this. Let us know in the comments how you felt after this video. I don't want to make it sound worse for you. I don't want to make it sound like, of course, you don't want to watch again, that kind of thing. It's here for entertainment purposes, relaxation purposes, and the list goes on. My all-weather friend here, we try not to bore you, not in the touring with our studio on our definite clocks. Until next time, till the next video, I'm sure there will be a video. All being well, we'll catch up with you soon. I'm sure we will. Can't wait. Keep smiling.